tend to say I'm a theatre director, and they say you run cinemas, and I say no, I do live theatre, live plays. And it's interesting because that some taxi drivers are so cultured, they know exactly what you mean, and others kind of look at you in a really weird way. But I love to engage with taxi drivers because I think they're the ones who are telling the whole city about what's on there. So as long as they know that theatre's possible is very important to me. A whole bunch of teachers along the way have been very instrumental in finding the right pathway, you know, when I was going through university and things. But for me, some of the biggest mentors, or the most influential mentors, have been Robin Nevin, who was the artistic director of the Queensland Theatre Company, 12 years ago. And she's helped me think about the business side of show business, how to just deal with the disappointment of what goes on. Nick Enright, who was a playwright, who died like 5 or 6 years ago now, he was teaching me a lot about the storytelling and how to connect with an audience and the craft of writing. How do you create a work so an audience can understand it? And Neil Armfield, who was the artistic director of Belvoir Street, I was the associate artistic director there for a number of years, and he was great because he showed me how to relax in a job, how to be free and open, that it's not always about the tension of things, but about how you can relax and feel generous in a job. That was very important to me. I rely on telecommunications. I think the way I talk to people, is often on the phone and things, and I'm trying to wean myself off that. It's very easy to email or to phone. But what I'm really trying to look at is the primacy of the face-to-face contact, how important that is in a business like theatre. So for me, I can't live without my phone. It tells me everything. But I'm trying to say, look, don't ring someone, plan to meet with them and actually sit down and have dinner with them or talk with them, because you actually have a more meaningful experience. So for me, I'm trying to say, yes, it's very important, I need it, but how do I say there are other ways of connecting? No hobbies whatsoever, absolutely none. Like my whole work-life balance is completely skewed towards work. Well, I guess it's that thing about I've always enjoyed the work I do. So going to see plays, reading plays, talking to artists, kind of engaging with people. I guess my hobby is cooking for people. I hardly ever cook for myself. I love cooking for lots of people. So if you like, that's an extension of my work philosophy too. It's about generosity and about bringing people together and about a sense of family. So hobbies, none. Maybe Twilight. Resign. Only because one day as Arts Minister can't do the kind of change that really needs to happen. How do you actually say to a people, the arts are really important to your society in one day? How do you even say there is such imbalance between, emerging artists and established artists and the kind of infrastructure? How can you change that in one day? For me, the greatest challenge of the Arts Minister is to embody a sense of excitement around the arts, about making sure that their colleagues, but also the city, the state, the country that they're living in, feels that the arts are important. And for me, one day is not long enough. I reckon I need at least 3 terms as Arts Minister before I can do any real change.